Oh wait, this is
Domri's awful,
round
dude. Domri's
number
real
2.
So do we know if Domri Raid is getting a Planeswalker this set in the set? Or
Yes.
Okay.
Should be.
So then I guess the next Ravnica set will be when the Gatewatch shows up.
Who knows?
When the good guys show up.
Who
probably.
knows? Yeah. So David, we don't know who is on our left. We don't know what his deck is, but we do know Byron's deck.
I know what David's deck is. He's
So-
on 3-color gates.
He's on 3-color gates.
Yeah.
Byron is on Naya. Good stuff. So we will
Yeah.
see.
David is on some gate action. He's got like 9 gates.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
And
we'd like to
he got a guild summit. He got a couple gate gargoyles.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
That's what you want to have.
No glaive of the guild pack that I saw though.
Yeah, you remember my seal deck that was very gate centric. I was very sad that I didn't open up a Glaive of the Guild pack.
Card is real good.
It really helps you kind of get there. All right, so take a look here at David's hand. He's got 2 guild gates, a mountain and island, an artful takedown, a gatekeeper's gargoyle, and a chemist's insight. So we're gonna see some gates coming down, drawing some cards. On Byron's side, we see a plains, a forest, a crawl harpooner, a siege worm, iron shell beetle, and a fresh-faced recruit. So we're gonna be doing some early damage here while David's busy gating up.
Those gates should be able to block.
Yeah,
They are gates.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we stop people.
Yeah, that's what gates are for. Keep them out.
David here choosing not to untap his other guild gate.
Yeah, I guess he might have forgotten.
Judge. And there is a fresh-faced.
He decided to untap them both this time.
Yes.
I don't know. I think that might be shenanigans.
Nothing to do on 3 there. David's really gonna start going off next turn though, but he does need some
Byron
black
just turned
mana.
some dude sideways.
There's a blade instructor.
It's a 2/2 mentor or 3/1 first strike mentor.
3/1 mentor.
Oh, okay. 3/1 mentor.
The Sunhome Stalwart is a 2-mana 2/2 with first strike and mentor.
That's the one I was thinking of.
Yeah, that one's super sweet too. I believe he also has one of those, but I may be confused because Alex and I did some drafts in the middle of everything going on.
Yeah, I saw you guys got a pretty good Boros deck at one point.
With the hypotheses.
No, I didn't. I don't know if I got that far into it. But
It was
you guys
pretty
had,
sweet.
Like,
Yeah.
you guys had a lot of good stuff. Saw at least 1 or 2 Cosmotronic Waves. I'm not sure what that card that Byron is casting.
Iron Shell Beetle. It's a 1-mana 1/1 when it enters. You can put a counter on something.
Wow.
So he's gonna go ahead right on and make that a 5/3 and come in here for
Mentor
8.
up that fresh-faced recruit.
Yeah.
David's in a little bit of trouble if he's only casting a Chemist's Insight here.
Yeah, he really needs some black mana. If he gets black mana here, he can take care of the Blade Instructor and kind of stem the bleeding here.
Well, he does have 5 Dimir Guild Gates.
He can flash in the Whisper Agent and block the Instructor next turn, but he's still lacking that black mana. He has a Price of Fame in hand, he's got an Atrada in hand, which are all black cards.
Yeah. I like casting the Whisper Agent and blocking the Mentor.
Yes, definitely.
Getting your Scry to find that black source. Or your Scry, Surveil to find that black source.
There's a Parhelion Patrol for Byron.
That's going to cause issues down the road here.
Yes, definitely. So we're coming in here for 2,
Yeah.
6, 11. Block there on the Blade Instructor.
I think Byron is potentially going to respond to this entering the battlefield.
Nope. I don't think he's got... He's playing a lot of creatures. I don't think he's got any take cards in his hand right now. I saw a Siege Worm, the Patrol, maybe some land. There's a block there.
Sweet. Throw it in front of that guy. The Mentor trigger's already happened.
Yep. So David here taking 6 damage total. And there is the Patrol. So that's a 4-mana 2/3 flyer with Vigilance and Mentor.
Card is real good. Yeah, and there's that swamp.
Oh, there it is.
David left it right on the top.
Alright,
he's real far behind here. I'm not too sure that...
Let's see, next turn he can tap the Patrol and kill the recruit.
He's an Artful Takedown?
Yeah, he's got an Artful Takedown in hand.
I think
so
he
before
might
combat,
have to.
he'll take 2, go down to 2. I don't know if he can stabilize from that point, though. He only has so much mana. There's a Rosemere Centaur. Right, there's the takedown. Gonna Be tapping and damaging some stuff. Probably two different things.
I would assume so.
Probably. Yep. And there's
So
two damage
taking
coming
two.
across.
And there's another recruit.
Another recruit.
So Byron is able to flood the board, put up too many threats for David to deal with. And there's even another one.
Crawl Harpooner there.
Which has more power than David has a life.
Yes. It is a 3/2 with with reach.
Yeah, so David would have to deal with 4 creatures that turn.
Yes. And left one of the beetles alive in order to make it to the next turn. Hopefully David here has got some answers to some of this kind of wide stuff. There is a Vapors there. That'll come in.
I'd assume so.
Probably that wall I missed there too. And looked like also a Barrier Bones maybe potentially in that sideboard there. Is that a Experimental Frenzy?
Yes, it is. He got it like pack 1, pick 5 or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It went around a lot.
I kind of would have just taken... Experimental Frenzy is really good and limited.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that became the reason David is playing red, to be honest. Had a chance to talk with David before the matches started. He's really excited about where his deck ended up.
It looks cool.
Yeah, he was just like one step too slow, it seems, and Byron was able to put out way too many threats.
Unfortunately, that's kind of where the gate deck tends to land itself.
Yeah,
with it being always a turn behind.
I think it's limited for sure. Maybe in like actual constructed, you might not run into that issue too much.
Yeah,
with Blood Sun being in the format.
Yeah. So we're gonna shuffle up here for our game number 2.
Byron, shout out to Strange Ruse, who's not here.
He's not.
Or Yak Yak, who's also not here.
Neither of them are here.
Yeah. Feelings have been hurt. When he watches this stream later. When either of them watch this stream later, I hope they hear my pain. And yeah. I'm so very sad, Fox.
Are you, Ben?
Yeah.
Are you that sad?
Yeah, it really hurts my feelings.
That's really unfortunate.
All 3 of them.
All 3 of your feelings?
Yeah. Rage, anger, and rage.
You rage twice?
Yeah. Rage is very important.
In case you need to double rage.
Yeah. Rage is very important.
Alright, we're looking at opening hands here. David's got some land, looks like a Burglar Rat, Artful Takedown.
I think David's seeing all the colors that he needs for what he's got in his hand. Just snap keeps.
Sure.
Burglar Rats.
Burglar. That'll take a land. That's fine.
What's the rat name, or rat from Ratatouille's name? Man, that should not be in your graveyard, David.
Yeah, it's a 1/1. Remy?
Remy.
That's it.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if that was the guy's
Remy
name.
broke bad right there.
Yes.
Dude, he's got a Boros Legion helmet in his stash. Like,
Ooh.
What is the rat gonna do with a Boros Legion helmet?
There's a Thief of Sanity. I think Byron has a Hitchclaw Recluse in hand, though. So that'll be coming down next turn.
Yeah, that would be a very good thing to play.
Unfortunately, if David's got another land next turn, he can Artful Takedown to take care of the Hitchclaw Recluse. David here explaining the Thief of Sanity, what it does. Jake, if you could pull Thief of Sanity up, we'll also take a look at it. Definitely can do some major work if it's left uncontested.
Wait, you mean that everybody in the world doesn't have an encyclopedic knowledge of the 160 million Magic cards that have been printed over the last 25 years?
Well, not all of them. So Thief of Sanity
Disappointed.
is a 3-mana flying 2/2. When it deals combat damage, you look at the top 3 cards of your opponent's library. You choose one of them to be exiled face down, and the rest will go to the graveyard. That face down exile card is now yours to play whenever you want, and it's
If you said it didn't have to be on the battlefield.
Yeah. For the rest of that game, you can
cast
it, and you can spend any mana and any colors to play.
So that's actually not true. It's forever, or as long as that card remains exiled.
Yes.
Yes.
There are ways around that, I guess.
It's a lot harder to deal with a face down exile card, but there are ways. So that is the Hitchclaw Recluse.
David did not have a fourth land, so instead he played a Wall of Mist and held back with the Thief of Sandy.
Yeah, and that's probably going to prove poor for David because
land.
Byron didn't miss a land drop, and he's got a grip full of threats. So David did hit his land drop this time, but now there's another blocker.
Well, he can tap and kill one thing.
That's not a long-term solution, though.
It's not a long-term solution, no. And he does have a Mephitic Vapors in hand, which is looking not great here on this board. Byron's got a 2/2, a 1/4, and a 2/3, so he's gonna go ahead. David's gonna go ahead and cast his Artful Takedown.
So do you kill the Parhelion and tap the spider, or the other way around?
I kill the Parhelion.
Agreed. So you got the Thief coming in, so 3 cards off the top. David will get to pick one and discard the others.
There's 2 Siege Worms and a land. I think he'll take a Siege Worm. Whoa, what do? You take the land and you bin 2 Siege Worms.
Yeah, that makes Byron think.
The mental damage.
Quite a bit, yeah. Although having played Magic with Byron for a while now, he's pretty resilient to
shenanigans like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, back over to Byron's turn. Draw in a Plains. So that's 3 lands in hand and a Candlelight Vigil. So he can turn his Hitchclaw Recluse into a 4/6 if he wants to, with Vigilance. But that still does not get through the Wall of Mist, which is an 0/5.
Yeah. Hitchclaw's a 2/5?
So 1/4.
Oh, okay.
So instead he's going to put it on the Beetle and attack in here for 5 with the Beetle. Candlelight Vigil getting +3, +2, and Vigilance.
Hence the word Vigil?
Yes.
Yeah, gotcha. So what's the candle, though?
You have a candle in your hand, so you can poke someone with it to do more damage.
So that's worth 3 power?
3 power.
That's a lot of... That's a
lot. There's a lot of candles.
That's a hefty candle.
It's a really strong candle.
Fox, can you get me one of those candles? I could use a +3
you
power
could use a +3 power boost.
Yeah.
I think we all could, really, to be honest.
Looks like David is just behind right now.
Which is weird, but...
It's hard to be behind with a Thief of Sanity on the table, but it feels like he's just...
Yeah.
He's too many steps back already.
Is he thinking about blocking there? Yeah, don't double block that. That doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I would literally just block with the Burglar Rat this time.
There's no trample.
Yeah. No reason to lose your defense. Oh, unless he's got some trickery.
Oh, there's an Artful Takedown.
So he's gonna give that thing minus power?
Yeah, so that the wall survives. That's fine.
So it's -3, -3?
Artful is -2, -4.
Ah.
So
it should,
oh yeah, it does that.
Yeah,
it dies.
Taps the spider.
So Thief can come in next turn. Byron really wants to hit that Crawl Harpooner he's got in his deck. That'll take care of that Thief of Sanity.
Yeah.
There's 3 cards off the top. Let's see, 3 land.
See at least 1 land.
You can play that.
You play the land.
You may look at it, you may cast it, and you may spend. So no, you don't get to play land.
It's not as good as Gonti.
Yeah, so the way around it is because you can spend any of your mana to cast it. That's the way it gets around it. Where previous with Nightfall Predator, you could play the lands from Return to Ravnica block. A similar take on it, but a very different execution of the card.
So it looks like I might cast a Trotta here.
Yeah, it'll take out the Hitchclaw Recluse probably.
You cannot tap a black mana to cast an Electromancer though.
Ooh.
So David does need to switch that swamp tap.
Judge. David has tapped incorrect manas, but it does not matter. I mean, it does matter, but we're past it.
Yeah.
Well, this turn we can play Siege Worm if we want to. He's going to go ahead and do that. It's a nice 5/5 trampler there.
It's pretty good.
Byron's got an Integrity Intervention there. He can kill the Thief of Sanity.
I don't think that's the thing he's worried about any longer.
No, it's not, but it's an option.
Although I think with what he has on the table, he can just block and kill the Siege Rhino.
Yeah, or the Siege Worm. I triple block and kill the Thief, probably, if David doesn't do anything here. I mean, David can actually, he can just Mephitic Vapors, clear both of the fresh face recruits.
And then...
and he loses a rat, but whatever.
That's true. He does lose a rat.
In the long term, doesn't do a whole bunch.
So we got him... I would turn that Thief of Sanity sideways as well.
Yeah, I would too. Otherwise, yeah. Because now Byron can just... Oh, I guess not.
Look at Byron just took the hit.
Yeah.
So there's a Trotta.
The Trotta's a problem.
Lots and lots of text on that thing. Basically, if she gets to exile 4 things, you win.
You win the game. She does this by dealing combat damage to a player, and then you get to exile.
And then she shuffles into your library, and you gotta hope you draw her again.
Yeah, there's a nice promo there.
You know, I like the set one better.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
Seems spookier.
Yeah, it looks more like an assassin.
Yeah. Well, I kind of like that kind of court debutante kind of look. That was not bad.
Yeah, I guess. She's way too exposed, way too open to be an assassin.
Yeah. This art kind of shows that whole like shuffling back into the library kind of mechanic better.
There's lots of bats. Bats in the background.
Bats are spooky. So, that was a clean win for David there, off of the back of Thief of Sanity, Siege Worm, and some good removal spells.
Yeah. It was not bad. Not too bad.
I mean, Byron was still doing pretty well for himself.
Yeah. We're approaching 20 minutes left in the round or so.
I think about that much.
Yeah, we're about halfway through.
We'll move on to game number 3 here, the deciding game. Byron will be on the play, which will help him quite a bit. There's a Rock Charger, some lands, tossing that back. David's hand, some lands. Looks like a Goblin Electromancer, Watcher in the Mist, maybe a Wall of Mist there, maybe.
Not too sure.
Definitely a Watcher, definitely Electromancer. Might be.
There's a mountain. I know that.
Price of Fame. I can do this. Oh, what's that last one? Demir Guildgate.
Not too sure.
This is that blue card. That blue card right there. It's 2.
You have Jake just pull up the hand cam.
It's 2 behind. We'll get there. Byron's keeping here. He's got, looks like 3 lands.
A beetle.
The beetle.
A white spell.
A white spell and the Crawl Harpooner.
So David picked up a 4th land right there.
There's another Guildgate.
Yeah, so we got a Demir Guildgate. It looked like a second Demir Guildgate in his hand.
Is it Guildgate and maybe? Oh, it's a fresh face recruit. There's that white card in his hand.
The mountain. David gonna run out the wall.
There's the Wall of Mist. Byron here, unfortunately, kind of getting a little bit too much land. Could really use a couple more threats.
Crawl Harpooner.
Might have wanted to save that one.
I like just putting offensive threats here out.
I mean, yeah, you're going to get 2 damage through because he's probably going to block.
Yeah, I don't see why he wouldn't block the 3-power creature with the 0/5.
I mean, here you can Iron Shell Beetle or Patrol. Yeah, that's better.
Yeah, and then beetle that next turn.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's pretty good. And
that
then
gives you the ability to mentor
mentors the recruit. The Harpooner still dies to Electromancer block.
Yeah, but it's not a bad trade.
Yeah,
I've made worse blocks.
The only other thing is that David now has Price of Fame online. He's got 4 mana up. Oh, and he also has Hypothesis online because of the Goblin Retromancer.
Yep.
Reducing the
And
cost of
a
that
Burglar Rat.
by 1.
Dark Remy.
Dark Remy. It's a new Smash character.
Yeah. Have you played Smash?
Only because my girlfriend has it.
Ah,
So
gotcha.
I've been playing with her. We've had a lot of good fun with it.
Oh yeah, we were playing at work the other day. We played on New Year's Eve, and then we played yesterday, actually, for a couple hours after work.
Oh, yeah.
I tend to do this really bad thing where I don't blink when I play video games.
Oh, it's right.
Yeah.
Oh.
And it looks like I'm crying.
Oh.
And
Very nice.
I can tell people, I'm not crying, you're crying.
Yep, so there's the Hypothesis. He's going to be discarding the Burglar Rat to deal 4 damage to the Parhelion Patrol with the counter on it.
Oh, Dark Remy! But that was an effective 2 for 1.
Yes, definitely. Also drawing 2 cards there.
Yeah. You have to deal with the Iron Shell Beetle is now just a 1/1.
It's just a 1/1.
Granted, in game 1, it is what killed him.
Yes. Eventually.
Yeah.
Right, so there's land number 5 for David. Thinking about maybe playing that Watcher in the Mist here, getting a nice 3/4 on the field.
I like casting the Watcher.
Yeah. I mean, Byron's not presenting a whole lot of threats here.
He has nothing that has to be dealt with.
Yeah. There's a Surveil for 2.
And the Watcher is a strong blocker.
It is. Bending a Swamp there off of the Surveil. Byron's untapping, drawing a card. Looking at it's a Prey Upon.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
It's not going to win him the game here, but
Nope.
definitely not bad.
It could become very relevant very quickly.
Yeah.
Looks like David picked up a Capture Sphere.
That's a strong one.
Yeah. Solid piece of blue removal. A flash enchantment that taps something and doesn't let it untap during the player's untap step.
So if you can figure out a way to untap it at other points in time,
I believe that would still work. Yeah.
you could untap it.
So David here thinking about playing Guild Summit here, drawing 2 cards. Which I would...
Not a bad call.
Gonna go ahead and pass there. He wants to draw more cards with it.
Well, wouldn't he have to tap one of those gates to cast it in the first place? And that would diminish the number of cards he can draw? Or...
Yeah, so he's just gonna wait.
Yeah.
It's about the same at this point of playing it and then tapping, or like playing it first and then playing more gates to get a draw card. It's about the same. But this way he can keep up more mana for answers. So David here could probably start hitting him with that Watcher in the Mist.
Yeah, there's no blockers for it.
Yeah. The Harpooner has reach, but it's a 3/2. Happy enough to go ahead and crash in there.
The Harpooner would have been a lot better if it had flash.
The Harpooner?
Yeah.
I believe the other card in Byron's hand there is a Assure Assemble? No.
It's not the life one.
It's the...
Flourish and...
Yeah, that one.
One that gets a plains or a forest.
Or it gives your creatures +2/+2 for 6 mana.
That being said, the split card, did you see the Gruul one? Or not the Gruul, the Simic one. The 1 mana Simic one is the top 5 grab a creature.
Right.
That's really, really good.
Yeah, Ancients, or what is it? This is the actual green card.
Commune with Nature.
Commune with Nature, yeah. For blue or green, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Definitely not bad.
Simic is getting some good tools.
Simic got some good stuff. Growth Spiral, man. That card is... I'd like to say they don't make them like that anymore, but Growth Spiral is a new card. I think it's only the second piece of instant speed ramp. Maybe third. Natural Connection was the first. 3 mana instant speed search deck for a basic put into play.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And then I think Mina and Den can put a land into... Mina and Den can bounce a land, yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I think there's a creature that allows you to put a land into play. Oh, there's a couple creatures.
Yeah, there's a couple.
A lot of them used to say you can only do it as a sorcery, but I know the one from Kamigawa doesn't care. I think Byron just drew that Candlelight Vigil, which is a big one. I put that on that Crawl Harpooner. And block. So David has a 7 power Guildgate Gargoyle.
Oh, that's rough. That's a big old flyer.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think definitely the Candlelight Vigil goes on the Harpooner, so you can eat the Watcher. Ugh, that doesn't.
Well, he can prey upon the Watcher now, because this is a 6/4, and they can kill the 3/4 of the Watcher.
Yeah.
And still survive. That's pretty good. And now he still had to deal with that flying 7/7.
Yeah. He's 1 power short, so if that's a take card in his hand, that'd be pretty good.
I believe it is still the Flourish.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought so, but
it would have been nice.
Could have changed.
Yeah, some close-up magic.
It's been like 9 seconds since we saw his hand.
Yeah, I mean...
Situation could have changed.
That's very true.
Situation's always fluid, Fox.
Alright, so David's coming in here for 7.
Feels bad.
Yes.
For Byron. Taking a 7 when you're at 11 is not...
So this is big old 2-turn clock here. Unless Byron can do something next turn, he's probably dead. He can block for 1 more turn, but even then it's not good. You're losing your biggest creature.
He's not getting ahead.
Yeah. There's another Electromancer for David. Might as well play it all out. No really big reason not to.
We might see an explosion. No, I don't think he has it.
No. Oh, is he also playing Explosion?
He has an explosion in there.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, and there's only a Beetle. Oh, the Beetle lets him block.
The Beetle's good.
Actually, yeah.
Beetle's not bad. And you still got to deal with that army of creatures, but...
He's got some okay blocks.
Eliminating the big threat is crucial.
The real thing is David have another piece of removal.
That being said, if David casts another one, it's getting like 6 counters this time around.
Yeah, that'll be pretty bad. So
David still has the Price of Fame, doesn't he?
Oh, does he still have the Price of Fame in hand? Yeah, he does. It's not in the graveyard. He's going to come in for 7. David's going to go ahead and Price of Fame that right now. And it does cost 2 less because of the Electromancers.
Yeah.
So I believe those are both sorceries.
Byron is extending the handshake.
Yep. So that goes to David 2-1.
Yep.
His 3-color gate
stuff
versus Byron's Naya good stuff.
Can we call it Watergate?
Yes. Because it's blue based.
Because all the gates were blue.
Yes.
Except for the Gateway Plaza, which can make blue.
The only way it's not Watergate is because if it's green based with playing Circuitous Route.